Hey everybody, just want to come on here real quick and ask if you would join me in praying for our brothers and sisters here in Haiti this weekend. For the past several years, Haiti has been dealing with incredible amounts of insecurity and unrest, and all of that has been on top of the pandemic that we've all been dealing with over the past year. And over the past year here in Haiti, in addition to the pandemic, we've seen alarmingly high rates of kidnapping for ransom. And the result of that has been the whole population, especially here in Port-au-Prince, has been living in terror for several months. Not too long ago, there was a young woman named Evelyn Sincere, a high school student who was kidnapped, raped, murdered, and then her body was left on a pile of trash. Just last month, a respected Haitian doctor named Dr. Paddy, someone who had struggled with polio as a youth and was dealing with post-polio syndrome as an older man, had braces on his legs. They attempted to kidnap him last month in broad daylight on a Sunday morning, and because he couldn't respond quick enough, it seems, they shot him on the street. And then last night, a church just a little bit less than 10 miles from where I'm sitting right now was in the middle of a worship service that was being broadcast live on Facebook and on YouTube. And in the middle of their service, armed bandits with AK-47s walked into the sanctuary and kidnapped the pastor and 2 or 3 others who were assisting in the leadership of that service. Would you pray for our brothers and sisters here in Haiti right now, because they're tired, they're frustrated, they're scared, and they need a break. Would you pray that God would bring peace, the real kind of peace, to this country? We know God is on his throne. We know that he can do anything. And the kinds of problems that Haiti is facing right now are complex. And frankly, they're the kind of problems that only God can solve. Would you pray especially for this weekend? After the news of what happened in that church last night, many believers right now are shocked. They're alarmed. And on Sunday morning, thousands of pastors will go into their churches here and they will preach the glorious news of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Would you pray for them, that they would have wisdom to know how to comfort their people, that they would have courage in the midst of this increasingly a scary time. Frankly, we don't know how this is going to end. We don't know what the Lord is going to do, but we're trusting that God is sovereign and that he can bring peace in the midst of chaos. We don't know how it's going to happen. We don't know when it's going to happen. Well, one thing we do know is today's Good Friday. It's Friday, and Sunday's coming.